Yo. Yo, 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 yo. Recession party. It's a recession party. Damn, Puffco. Major sponsor of the show, Puffco. They don't even know it yet. Nah, if you work for Puffco and you ever come across the Crypto Bruh channel, please reach out to me. I would love to get that sponsorship on the show. Man, bro, today is Wednesday, March 20th. And you know what's funny? Is like, it's this shit doing the same thing it was doing a year ago. The gas is higher though, for sure. Like, now we know everything is on the table. Man, all the cars are on the table. This is my bull run and yours as well. But yeah, I'm from 2017. I am from the future as well. You know, I am from 2030 where Zen can't be created no more. And I already know what happens. But right now we in the present, man. March 20th, 2024. Thinking about my past self with my present self. And it feels like I've been here before. I've been here before. And it doesn't look any different. The only difference is this word NVIDIA. That's definitely an old new word that's on here. And another thing too that's pretty new is Bitcoin sell-off. Quick link. Like, damn, quick link on CNBC. Quick link to Bitcoin sell-off. I thought this shit was fake. It's more important than the Fed policy meeting. It's more important than the Reddit IPO. Bitcoin sell-off. I must be a rogue. I'm super rogue now. Shit, I couldn't imagine what it would have been like if I went all the way through a 4-year college and instead of going to Bitcoin University, aka University of YouTube, the University of YouTube and Telegram. That's where I got all of my education. But yeah, it would be insane to be like 28, 25 right now. Like, luckily when I was 25, like Bitcoin was like $1,000 maybe. Yeah, 8 years ago. Yeah, Bitcoin was like $1,000. I was the idiot though. I was the 25-year-old that was like, nah, fuck that shit. It can't change the world. Blah, blah, blah. Now look at me. Wishing I had picked them shits up. So I couldn't imagine the type of FUD you got to fight through today to get to the core of Bitcoin. I mean, they just said Craig Wright is no longer Satoshi. Like, they just killed that FUD. New era. Right? Another crazy thing to take into account. March 20th, 2024. We in the motherfucking future. Is that hold on, I gotta make this dark mode. You know, shout out to my blacks. It's still Black History Month. Yeah, the top 10. Cardano is just is about to sliver up out of here. There ain't no way Doge ain't gonna get back into the top 10. Right? The next one to go is gonna be XRP. I'm sorry. Yeah, that shit's about to get the boot. And then I think what might help some extra FUD that I'm just bringing up right now is the unpegging of Tether and USDC right now while Bitcoin is seeing a lot of sell pressure. We haven't had any Tether FUD, and Tether got to go. Right? Like, that's still OG FUD from back in the day. So if Bitcoin could pull back to $10,000 because we're shaking out the OGs, right? Like, this is my bull market. So I'm looking at like the boomers or the people who got rich in 2017, right? And now they've got to make a decision. Do they believe that this is it? Or are they going to believe in the other side of things where this is just adoption? You probably still want to get out of Bitcoin. So there is a side. I mean, I listen to both sides of the argument, but that I got to get out of a Bitcoin argument, man, they making some motherfucking sense over there. So how low does it go? I don't know. Right? I'm actually in the space, so I think this is my bull market. I think, again, this bull market is already been in motion since August. So this, you know, if you haven't been trading Bitcoin or been in the space since 22, like in the motherfucking space, then yeah, this shit might look like it's over. But this bull market has been rocking for us, right? Like we said, 50K Pi Day, right? We were super duper extended over it, and that's actually the top. So technically, I called the top, bitch. I knew something special was gonna happen on this day, and it was just the top of Bitcoin. But I don't care about that kind of stuff because I'm not a trader, and I don't think that implies that you're good, right? It's just patterns. Everything's just a pattern. So yeah, long story short, I am extremely happy that Bitcoin is way over a prediction that I made, because it kind of just proves the point, right? Like, crypto is here to stay. If they're 25 right now, they're ushering them into with the way that they think. Because Bitcoin sell off on CNBC, that ain't for me. That's for somebody else, you know. That's not for anyone that's been here, is what I'm trying to get at. So if you're sourcing your information for crypto, I'm sorry. You know, I feel real bad for you, because you're going to be getting all the propaganda. Straight up. So, yeah, 63,000. Everyone's worried on the surface. But if you're in the space, again, like I said, we've been in a bull market since August. Right? Where's it at? August. It's right here. Is that February 24? Oh, no, never mind. That's way back here, where we have lines, where we have data. Yeah, so the bull market really started here in September. But I say August because this is the decision, right? I'm putting a lot of emphasis on this because one day we're going to, I'm not even on the screen no more. Or I'm not even in the screen. What's up, y'all? What up, Dank? What up, Tree City West? My Cardano, bro. Cardano to $10. Buenos dias, me. Yo, buenos dias, me. You know what I'm saying? You got some Spanish? What up, Ernest? In 2030, I should have held and not burned my Zen, and I get $1 per Zen instead of hella zeros. Nah, that's probably what's going to happen. That's why I'm saying, yo, be from the future and know that in 2030, it's a hard fact. There ain't going to be no Zen, right? It's kind of like in September. It's a hard fact. There is not going to be any XNM anymore. It's all coming out right now. Coolest thing about crypto, hard facts. Straight up. What up, Bloom Boom? Welcome, welcome, Xenthusiasts, Lita, the loyals. I salute. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in on both sides. If you're on X, what's up? Go to the account, jump into the YouTube. We still fuck with YouTube, so show up over there. Jump in the chat. Who is more believable, O.J. Simpson or Craig Wright? That's a good question, Tank. Call me Bluey. Oh, Bluey. All right, shout outs Bluey. He's like, yo, my name is Bluey. But yo, dang, that's funny. I actually think O.J. Simpson. Craig Wright did not pull his best O.J. Simpson to be Satoshi. Jack Levin's doing a pretty good job. Maybe Richard Hart is actually Satoshi. Maybe that is where we need to be identifying. No, I'm just kidding. That's opening up a whole can of worms. All of crypto, Twitter, or whatever the hell that world is would just be like, hell no. Richard Hart is not Satoshi. But yo, if you pressed it hard enough, all the hexagons would be like, hey, maybe he is. Just scramble the whole reality up real quick. Just the Xenian causing chaos. What else do I call the Xenians? Oh, rogue chat warriors. We're the rogue. Oh, my bad. Warriors, if you want to go and rock on the chats and go back and forth with someone. But we're also the rogue chat member, where we're in that bitch and then we out of that motherfucker. right? And that's the flexibility that Zen brings, because it's a hyper focused idea on the overall crypto market. And yeah, man, I think Zen is unruggable. I'm just talking about these other coins that can get rugged right now, because there's so much extra shit you got to look out for. And they're meme coins. So right now you should be doing your push-ups. Okay. What are push-ups in crypto? That's going and getting into memes. That's why memes are still going crazy. Shout out to Slurf. They over here pumping the fuck out of my bag for me. Like I said, bro, this is the 2017's market, bro. This is our time. I bought the bottom of this bitch, and then I haven't panic sold, because you don't do that. Do not do that. Don't panic sell on a meme coin, right? Do your push-ups. Yeah, this is actually a really good philosophy here. Because if you want to get good at crypto, when the mainstream market is cracking, you probably want to be in memes so that you can feel the space out, right? And if you're in the memes, then you can see what's happening here, because everyone's just hyper. It's like the fast Bitcoin chart. You feel me? Like, it's what's going. It's quick, right? Because we moving now. You need to get hip to the game. Like, why is the game moving? So, yeah, shout outs to the Slurf thing. I think that they're doing something. Actually, let's look at Bonk. That's who I want to relate them to. I'm still talking about shit coins. So fuck you guys if you don't like them, because it's shitcoin nation. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know anything. All I know is a lot of big wigs were talking about Solana, and then BitBoy got kicked off his show, and the first thing he started to show was Solana right before it took off. It was almost like you should have followed that dude, bro. I was gonna call him a bitch, but he's not a bitch. He's actually pretty all right. I don't know. I take that joke with a grain of salt. Yeah, so BitBoy. When did BitBoy get kicked off his show? When did BitBoy get kicked off his show? This is a conspiracy theory here. Yeah, so Brian Armstrong. Let's see when he got fired. Brian Armstrong was fired in August. So he was fired at the beginning of the bull market. He fired himself. He said, fuck this. Now it's all coming into existence. He fired himself. So let's look at Solana in August of 23. Where is it at? So yeah, like right here. Yeah, see, Solana was on it. This is the bottom of Solana. Right when BitBoy and his drama started, Solana bottomed and just started rocking. And he was one of the biggest shillers. All of a sudden, he was shorting Solana, and he was making a big deal about it when he was on that stake thing. So, in my opinion, this is why Solana has a lot of opportunity. There's some extra there's some extra news and gossip right here in these lows. And I think right now everyone is using Bitcoin as a pivot, right? Because the noobs are in Bitcoin now. Like if you're in crypto now, I'm sorry. I feel really bad for you, because you got to learn the history and shit. Man, that's why people who grew up in the 80s, they're fucking cool. Or people who grew up in the 70s, they're fucking cool, because they grew up in the culture, you know? Like if you grew up in the 90s, we're still really cool too. Like, I think I shouldn't be talking about generations like this, but I'm just trying to put it into a perspective of like analog to digital. Like life was very analog in the 70s, extremely analog in the 50s, damn near medieval in the 1800s, bro. Like motherfuckers barely had electricity. So we just coming out of the real dark ages. And now we're like, adults. Well, at least me, I'm an adult. And, I'm playing with digital fake ass money and shit. Like, this is not real. Like, this is not tangible. I can never touch a Bitcoin ever. It is not possible. Maybe, but not really. Maybe like, okay, maybe one day we go into a VR world or some dumb shit here. Let's space out for a second. Maybe we go into a VR field place that has like fields and shit, and then you can like fill a Bitcoin. I don't fucking know. That's the only way I think you could ever do that. Other than that, this shit ain't real, bro. Like in an analog world, what the fuck is a Bitcoin? And we're still there. So this is kind of why, again, if you're coming into Bitcoin very digital, right? You don't use money. Like you an Apple Pay person. Your life is 100% Apple Pay for like the last 10 years. You've been doing nothing but Apple Pay. You probably, you want to get into shit coins, bro. And you want to start following the gossip, right? Like get behind like, why does everyone hate BitBoy? Even Banter doesn't fuck with BitBoy, right? So again, I'm rooting for Solana because I think there's something extra. And then Jack was talking about it, and then hedge fund or like Wall Street people been talking about it. Everyone got something positive to say about Solana, and it's a security. That's the other crazy part about Solana. It's a fucking security, and no one cares. Weird, very weird, but I think it's all part of it. It's all part of it. Hey, yo, what up, Savon? Shout outs. Never say never, bro. Factors. What up, Rolando? He said present. Yo, y'all remember like you would be in school and then somebody would say like, they call your name and you would just be like, party house. I don't know why the fuck that was a thing. But yeah, so you see what I mean? Like the analog world is Bitcoin and Ethereum. The digital world is about to be Solana, layer 2s, like all these people who've been digital for like the last 10 years. So I think that is a move. I think that's the future. And I see the same thing in X1 chain and Zen. We're very digital. Like we are a cyber platform. And with that comes versatility of not having to educate people on what to do next. So yeah, if you get into Solana memes right now, this is kind of, again, like I said, this is like the push-ups of crypto. Like you go in with $20 and you just sprig up your 20s and just kind of learn the mannerisms of how the charts work. So like right now, I just wanted to look at Bonk. I want to look at it in the market cap. Market caps are really good indicators for just surfing, for life, right? Like if you're real Xenian, bro, you're not hold down by no chain. So all chains have the same, this shit is normal. So you should be able to drop into any chain and start memeing. And it'll be a super skill, right? Like I didn't do anything in Sol. I just dropped in. I'm memeing now and I'm having fun. I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty sick. This shit's working. I'm like, hey, this has been about a week and everything is moving the way it should. Like things that need to rug will rug with small communities based on liquidity. And then things with opportunity, now that's the hardest ones to find. So I'm only going for the large liquidity memes right now because, again, there was another nugget by the Solana creator, Tolan. I forget his name. Solana. I fucks with Solana, though. This shit is so real, bro. Like, I hated Solana, and then I went to a real Solana event like in 22, and now I'm like, okay, now I see why everyone was telling me I need to get behind Solana, and that was in 2022. So Solana is very plugged in, and it has a lot of culture of the internet. Like there's a lot of internet people rooting for Solana, and that's why, again, I think we're in this weird era where Bitcoin is digital but it's physical, and it's so physical to people right now. People trying to buy houses with Bitcoins and shit. I'm like, damn. All right. Pump it then. I already got a bag, so fucking pump it. But yeah, that philosophy of like buying houses and really putting a state, real tangible things behind the value of a Bitcoin. This thing is becoming realer and realer. So I don't think these pullbacks are going to become, you know, like, I mean, we are where we are. Like we're in the middle of a bull market. It's going to pull back a little bit. It's going to come down, test moving averages, because again, hedge funds got to swing, make some money off these motherfuckers, and then it's going to keep moving. So if you're just using the product, you're a user. Like I said, you don't use cash, but you know that crypto's the next big thing. then you're probably one of the people who should buy a little Bitcoin, skip this kind of, and then buy in the Solana. Solana's doing all right now. You get into Solana, then you jump into the memes and you get into the culture. That's kind of like that's how your bull market could start for you right now. Because in Zen, this shit's about to take off, and I can see what's already going to happen next. That's why I don't even need to talk about it. Right? But hold on, I want to see something here. We'll talk about Zen in a second because it's unruggable. But yeah, $1.3 billion market cap right now. Jeez. So 200. So yeah, I want to see if everything is right with this Slurf project. Hopefully it does Bonk, because Bonk is the case study for Slurf, right? Because Bonk was a free airdrop to people in Solana. So it was only Solana people, right? The first time Bonk came out back in, what is this, 23? Yeah, December 23rd. Or actually, actually, that's when it took off. There it is. So in the beginning of 2023, the Bonk drop happened. They airdropped all the tokens and it pumped to a $313 million market cap. So this was kind of like the first meme inception on Solana. And you can see here people just kept it around, that culture building bullshit where it's just like we're a tiny group. And then as soon as memes came back to Solana, right, at the end of last year, Bonk went from 44 million to 2 billion, right? So that is a ridiculous amount of value that rushed into here, right? So of course it had a sell-off, but again, Bonk built culture before the run-up. So now you see people are getting smarter with how they develop these memes, because there's too much, it's too easy to build a company off of this, because the company is like a cartoon, and the cartoon could be like Adult Swim. So as long as you keep yourself in some sort of gray area of like, we're serious but we're joking, right? Like you could have a successful meme and it could potentially become something else where you're saying, oh, I've been running a meme for like 10 years. Sounds very weird, but we're so digital. Maybe this is what it is. Maybe the Comic-Cons of the future are a bunch of meme creators and people picking their brains on like how were they able to make such a successful meme, such a successful story, right? Not every story will just be we airdropped it, right? And that's why, again, this Slurf one sounds a little bit like an advancement of the Bonk story, right? The Bonk is, oh, we did an airdrop and we waited for the pump. Slurf is, we did a pre-sale and we burned all the coins and now you guys got to pump the price. So it's like the more advanced version of the meme of today. And again, I think it's pretty fascinating, because again, there's no coins, so it's just trading amongst the people, and all they got to do is keep going. Every single day I see a space. So I know that this meme is alive. And then this is why, again, I say, yo, if you want to do some push-ups in the crypto trading world, jump into a meme that has a lot of volume and then set up your parameters and then just watch it. Listen in. Hello, what's the community doing? Get what they got going on. You know, see if there's some FUD up in there. And then if it's all a go, it should do this, where right now it's trying to test a double bottom. I have this line here because, again, what I like to do is put lines on my charts where they're static. There's a lot of trading. That's what I call static, because that means there's decisions that need to be made at this specific area because of something. I don't fucking know. Maybe somebody picked up too many coins and like now they, released too many. Now they got to buy them back. And this is like where that decision is made. So we always go down and test the static areas in all pieces of the chart. Like this is a static area, 79 cents. And let's say it breaks down, right? I don't really care. It's a meme coin. I didn't sell the top. So that's where I'm at with it. I'm mad that I didn't sell this top, but it's all good. Because again, keeping my ears to the street, hearing how these fools are moving, and maybe it's a sign. Because one of the craziest things about this meme, just to keep it on some like case study the crypto bro meme case study right now. When we look at the liquidity on Solana, Slurf has the most. Now I won't lie, this actually just took a crazy dump. This was at 134 an hour ago. So I'm gonna keep my eye on this, but yeah, I'll probably end up getting up out of here if this goes to 100 million. Wish I can make an alert for that, because that's when you see like the meme is about creating community. So if you're trying to get in and out, right? Like I'm saying, you're doing some push-ups, you're just trying to get a quick workout in. You want to sell these tops, and you want to find charts where people are trying to join a gang, right? You don't need to join the Slurf gang. Hopefully you're a real Xenian and you get it. Like now you get why Xen is so powerful and why it's the best liquidity token for every coin. Or, I mean, the idea, the mindset, because we can make a Xen on Solana. It really wouldn't change anything. It would just be us over there. That's why, again, Xen works the best on Ethereum, because ETH is congested. Like ETH's congestion dictates the usage of Xen on the blockchain. Like this is the only chain that has that. Other chains have it too, but it's apparent in the experience on Ethereum. So again, I mean, this is high level shit. So once I'm getting out the memes is just having fun. You feel me? Like high level shit is the Xen world. Like you want to get out of the memes and get out of like learning how to fucking get in and out of something, do a quick push up. Like if you're trying to get a routine, you want to get into the Xen world, because we are now creating constant patterns, across different subjects, whether it's a Xen, whether it's this X1 coin that keeps me so fascinated. Like right now it's just dumping now because people are so over it, but it's a meme, right? And it's on ETH, and it's attached to Fair Crypto, and it has a good story where OKX took the X1 name and basically tried to strong arm Jack Levin for his blockchain name. So this has a good meme. And then it also has Schroeder's cat. So it's also quantum funny, where there's quantum funny, where when you look at the holders here, 50% of the supply is held by one wallet. And there's you don't know what's going to happen to this meme story here too. So you also have it that it was a fair launch. Only people who interacted with fair crypto projects were able to mine it. And then anyone who had Zenterions, they were able to mine it. Not Zenterions, excuse me. Apexes, like if you had an Apex, you got more coins. So it's really a meme inside of the network, and I'm just waiting for it to get oversold before I buy some more. But yeah, so like that's what I mean. In Xen world, we already have all the safe stuff. You don't need to come in and play the game. You just need to find a position and rock out, learn about it. So the same goes for like DXN. Now this is a little bit different in the ecosystem, right? You burn your Xen for this particular coin, but now it's taking on its own life. And we can see here just a tiny bit of buying and no selling is making DXN, start to look like you're about to miss out. But I've been talking about this. I've been talking about you're going to miss out on DXN anyways, and just get over it. Me, not so much. So I've been parked, collecting my fees, watching people jump out of the ship, watching my fees go up as people leave, realizing that I don't need a lot of DXN, because who cares? Like if I need a lot of it, then it's not going to work. So if it works, I shouldn't need that much, and I should be getting enough protocol fees to recycle and buy more coins going into the future. And maybe I don't have to burn my Xen, right? But if I need more DXN, I just fucking burn my Xen. So this is an amazing thing. They've been burning as well. Let's look at their dead address. See how many coins are now in the dead address. Dead. 20% of the current circulating supply. That's pretty nuts. Yeah, it looks like it has 35,000 DXN in the dead pool. So Yeah, this is also helping DXN. So what's happening right now is that we are in a decision making market for the prices in. You have supply, you have Costco with the ability to do a discount on Labor Day if they want to, right? So will the supply warehouse give us a discount has been the biggest question, because we know they have it now. We know they have too much liquid supply. If XEN is a failure, right? If XEN's not a failure, then of course I'm expecting them to burn that XEN for XN. And then I wouldn't expect a dip, because that's the mechanic or the tokenomics of XEN. Why XEN is a deflationary supply coin, because new coins will be made just to burn, right? They'll be made just to burn, not to fucking sell, not to play no games. Like, it's for gas on X1. And, you know, that's, again, why we're seeing it hard to rug XEN, because how do you rug something that's only made when users make it? Like, there's no other way. There's no other coin like this right now, where the gridlock is based on the ideology. And there's a lot of people not making XEN because it makes a lot of sense, like, not to make it right now. Like, we don't have a new wave of Xenians, bro. Like, it's just the same people. Like, I mean, shout out to all the people we've been here. And that's what's so fascinating about the growth inside of our community, is that we've all been here, and we are all one big community. Whether you hate it or you love it, you're part of the case study. You're part of the overall XEN case study, because it wanted the yin and the yang. It wanted a good and a bad. It wanted a, positive and negative. That was all part of the design. So it's pretty fascinating to continue seeing it grow without the need of new, right? That's why, again, the memes are easy. You just follow the money for real. And XEN, there's going to be so much opportunity for new people to show up, because if they build something that's good, that's based on like math or based on tokenomics, there could be, there could be a lot of opportunity in these coins, especially once XEN makes it and then people get it. Like, oh shit, the fair launch is where it's at. And then also when people stop focusing on the pooled ETH, we were talking about this yesterday on stream. But yeah, you see the pooled ETH now, it's up to 36. Here we can go ahead and just look at the ads, removes, do some dates real quick, see if it's an excessive amount. So we see 5 here, added today. Yesterday there was not that much activity. Yeah. So you see what I mean? People are not adding and subtracting ETH. The ETH that is building up now in this pool is like left behind. Right? Because again, people buy XEN to burn it. So when they buy it, they leave in the ETH in the pool. Right? It's being redistributed amongst all of the LP people. And they're just chilling because they're making fees. So you rarely see the ETH leaving. So it's so bizarre. But again, it's not that it's bizarre. It's just that it's working. Like, this was all by design. We just didn't believe it could happen, and now it's here. So it's really up to the warehouses, aka everybody with the supply, to decide where we go next. And that's why I think XEN is unruggable, because if those people rug now, then we that don't have XEN win, right? But if they wait and they rug later, then we still win, because the price is going to appreciate. It's going to be stupid green candles, and all the education is going to float to the top. People are going to want to learn about it more than they're going to want to hear about it, because it's going to be like, damn, you mean I could have just minted this and la-di-do. The same thing happened with Bitcoin, yo. That's exactly how I got into Bitcoin. I faded that shit from 2013 to 2017. So that was four years of full fading. And then I saw it work. Like, what the fuck? I'm stupid. I should have just been doing the research before I saw it work. But that's just how it works sometimes, right? It's not on people's radar until they see it work. That's why green candles are the best marketing, because people see it work. That is it. But yeah, you want to be in the tech, bro. Now I've built positions. I'm ready for any move that Zen makes, whether it's on the XENblocks side, the X1 side, or the Zen side. All moves have been made, and yeah, I'm just waiting to see if this is gonna sell off. Because again, this is a critical moment, but this looks pretty good right now. I wouldn't be surprised going, like I wouldn't be surprised to see this shit lift off, to be honest. Like, because again, we're actually holding this RSI too, man. And that's because there's no announcement of the burn, so everyone's holding their coins. And now the holders are going up again, back up to 175 after the week of inflation. Yeah, there's just too many good stats, bro. Let us know when when X1 primes to buy. Yeah, X1's almost primed to buy, yo. To be honest. Because again, the only people that are selling, or the only people on X1 that can sell, are people who got it for the airdrop. But the story is so good that it's like, why would you sell these coins? Because yeah, it's fuck OKX. Like I got these for free, and it's fuck OKX. So yeah, like me, I'm $4 up on my mint. I minted 24,000 for $60 worth of cash. So right now it's at 64. So I'm chilling. And that's why it's like this area is where it needs to sell off. But right now what happened was a bunch of hands bought it and tried to pump it up. I think it was that CCC coin, because they airdropped people who had X1 more. They like included this for some fucking reason. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, this must have been them buying up this coin so that they could get a big position on their own coin that they were going to tell everybody that you gonna mine after us. I don't know why they did that. Whatever though, you can rule the world however you feel. Everybody got a world they can rule. This world's big enough for everybody. But yeah, so right now with X1, I'm looking at this as like buy pressure. So I want to see us get oversold on the RSI. Right? If we get oversold on the RSI on X1 on ETH, that shit is ready. And if everyone just started to DCA into it, it'd probably take off. Because right now what it's doing is it's just selling back this pump. These people are they're just selling it back. I'm pretty sure it's the CCC. I'm not trying to hate on them. I'm just like making an obvious observation that they are saying out loud. They're like, yeah, we dropping VMPX and X1. I'm like, word? Like, that just rallied. Like, what the fuck? And now it's not rallying. Same with VMPX. So yeah, we want to see these people get out of here. This is another funny fact about the Zen world. We have memes, but our memes are so fair that people shit on them. But it's like people would rather go and do the Solana thing and fucking literally play a slot machine than just get into a fair project that's based on liquidity. Where the slot machine is, are people going to take out all the ETH? That's the slot machine. But over here, you got to join the gang. Like, luckily, I'm smart, motherfucker, so I'm not going to join this. Not going to become one of these sloths. Okay? But I will watch other people join this gang. Right? I think the most elite gang to join is going to be the X1. You might even get a Tesla out of that shit. This one, you might get a, something something good probably is going to happen. But yeah, if you're, I don't know, man. I can't back a meme as if it's going to change your life anymore. I think it's literally a swing, or like it's like a push up. Like right now, I'm just waiting for the next swing up. I'm going to sell, right? And then that's it. So that's the problem with a lot of meme coins is everyone thinks like this. Everyone goes, oh, when it goes up, I'm going to sell. And that's a problem. It's not a good thing. It is not good for anything. That's why in Solana right now, they're actually trying to build these characters. So there is a possibility we could get like a Nickelodeon out of Solana. You can get like a Cartoon Network. That's what I'm trying to gauge at. You can get like a DC or a Marvel Comics. Like something like that might come out of Solana because this free range fandom of stupidity, right? And what's better than to match stupidity with tokenization? Like that's perfect. Yeah, let's do that. We've been doing it so intelligent that this is the moment for that shit. Like to actually tokenize stupidity and be really good at it and not front like you're not trying to be stupid, right? Like up until this point, most cryptos are trying to be like suited and tooted, you know? And then to come at it edgy or wearing sandals is to drop a Zen coin where it literally does nothing, right? Like that, this is tech. Tech is to come in with the sandals on and just say, this is what it does. Right. And then the enrichment of how it's integrated is where the money is made. The integration is where money is made in tech. But tokenized stupidity is a strong meme. And I still think we tokenize the idea that it's stupid to look at the LP. Reversed tokenized stupidity. And the things that we spend all of our time being horny about are actually the stupidest things to be the horniest about. Like watching the chart move. Like it's actually kind of dumb to watch the chart move. You could just set up the moving averages and be like a Bitcoiner where you just wait for it to hit your moving averages. But again, a lot of coins can't make this world because they can't get a solid community to see the future, you know? And I think Zen has fixed that, yo. It's unruggable. It provided it filled the void for a lot of people who were looking for this. Like this is what we were looking for, a coin that has no VC founding, no VC influence, and then no personality influence. No one's personality can influence this. It's literally just warehouse supply distribution. Like I'm gonna go to Costco and I'm gonna work with anybody there. I don't care what you look like, be like, as long as I can get the product and get my bitch ass out of there, we gonna work together. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. Same like Home Depot. Home Depot got those vibes. You just walk in, they be trying to be really nice to you and shit, but you just trying to grab your tools and dip. Hey, bro, I'm just trying to get the fuck out of here. But I respect your customer service. And that's kind of what we have going on in Zen. Like it's all walks of life can participate. And if you have a bag, like if you're walking around with $1 million in fiat, then Zen is like actually where you want to be. And that's why I think $100,000 users are trying to keep the millionaires out so they can become millionaires. Right, like I'm $1,000 user, so I'm trying to become $100,000 user. So I'm thinking about those $100,000 users trying to become millionaires, and why millionaires aren't here yet. This is something that's always pondered to me. I'm like, this is an amazing chart. Like, why aren't there millionaires here? Like, you can look at let's go back to the meme coins, because the meme coins are speaking volume. There's actually millionaires taking a chance. I don't know why they're doing it. Maybe, and again, I have my theory is Ben Armstrong got his hands in this motherfucker and he's about to turn this shit up because there's no FTX no more. So it's so easy to get millionaires involved. Like look at $452 million worth of volume, dude. You mean to tell me there's not one millionaire in there? One or two? You feel me? Like they're just casually up in this bitch, like just trading these coins left and right. But in Zen, we only got $310,000 worth of volume with all this technology and the sandals in the boardroom. Like we are so early. It's ridiculous. And that's why, again, I think this is going to be rug proof. People will be coming in when there's discounts on Zen. That's kind of where I'm at with the whole rug proof thing. In a meme, they're going to tell you that when it dips, that's just an opportunity to buy in. And that's not actually the facts all the time. Sometimes when it's dipping, that's it. Like everybody's getting out. But in Zen, dips will actually be supply hitting the market. Either it's being unstaked, it's being acclaimed, it's being transformed. Maybe it was XN. Now it's going back into Zen so it can go into ETH. It's going to be a lot of different things going on over here. But again, it's dips will be seen as opportunities to get a lower price, right? It's a disinflationary token as well, where everybody knows there's going to be less Zen in the future. So the market cap should naturally rise as tokens are taken off the market from the burn. So yeah, everything about Zen is just adding up, man. I don't know how the fuck you could still fade this thing. Man, it's actually making me I'm bullish. I'm making myself bullish. I'm going to have to go ahead and just buy some. I've been trying to wait for it to dip, but I think I got to get over it. Maybe me talking about it, a hater will show up. Because I've been waiting to buy it, dude. I've just been like holding on to my crypto and just like, yo, maybe I'll get a nice dip on it. knowing that I'm at a supply war, you know, because this is what the war would be. If I'm someone who's holding supply and I want to hold the upper hand, you can just use when all the Zen is going to come out. So it's kind of weird that we don't actually have a chart that is doing this for us now. And I'm sure there's a reason for this. Kind of keeps it quantum since everybody doesn't do it. Like, no one's done it. No one has stepped up to the plate and said, I'm going to make a penalties website. I'm going to make a supply website, right? Zen Turbo made something, turned it off. So we actually don't know what the future looks like, but we do know that it probably does look like this because there's not going to be as much Zen created. So the supply is automatically going to go down. Because that scale, again, the halvening will be most, we will feel it the most in 2026. In 2026, probably everybody that's here now in Zen will be like, if you're saving your Zen, you'll be stacked with it because, yeah, we're already on the bell curve for it to go, or the S curve where it's about to go the other way. Yeah, bell S, nigga. I don't know what the fuck we call this shit, but it's about to go the other way. Yeah, we see here we got one big trillion day showing up on the 7th. So after the 7th, it's pretty much free range until June for Zen. So yeah, I think, you know, I think something's got to happen now, you know, like something's got to happen. There's just waiting for supply just doesn't make any sense anymore. Like even myself, I'm like, yo, if they come and they dump the price, like, fuck it then. You know, at least I'm getting it here and I'm not going to be getting it like up here, like where there's like 4 zeros, right? That's like the meme coin action where at least you're getting it for the low and you're not buying the highs. So I'm treating, again, Zen is like an unruggable meme. Just going to make sure I catch these lows for now and wait for the cycle to come back into this, into the positive for Zen because there's so many positives. There's no way the cycle does not give it what it's going to give it. I mean, it's already there. Like, look at this bitch. What the fuck am I even looking at? Here, let's look at the weekly. So early. What's up, Michael? What it do? Age. Zen is screaming in your face, buy me. For real. Buy me. Here, maybe okay, so on the weekly we can get bearish on the weekly though. Yeah, on the weekly is well, I mean, I guess it's still bullish. Cuz yeah, you would just go up and touch this. So whenever the 72 shows up, I've learned. So here we'll go to the 3-day. We'll go to where it started. So you see, like, depending on where we are, it acts as a repellent. So you see here it's going down. So when I'm looking at the weekly and seeing that this just showed up, this looks bearish. Like, this looks like this could come down and sell off, and it should. Like, it honestly should. There's so much supply out there right now and not enough burning that it should be dumped. Like, that's how a meme works. That's you go and dump it. But X1 chain is on the horizon, so maybe this is a different look. Maybe this is going to be different than what your natural chart would show you, right? And that's something it's just part of the case study. We'll see when we get there on the weekly. But I do know on the 3-day, we are underneath the 72, which means that it's time to fucking go up. Because we already broke through it once. We chopped, we touched bottom. Today's a critical day, you know? Today's a very critical day for Zen World. If it were to tip over and keep going down, like I said, it's expected. It is totally expected. Look at this RSI too, but yeah, man, we'll see what happens. I think there's a lot of positivity in the community. We just have that gray cloud of knowing that there's people ready to take profit, and I think that's not something to be scared of. It's all part of the game. They just want to come and give you a sale, you know? I don't know. It's all how you want to look at it. Or you can go play with the shit coins. Dun 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 dun. Hold on, let's look at was it VMPX? No, I don't want to look at VMPX. I want to look at all the Zens. That's what I want to do. You can check the CCC top holder wallets and see if they buy any VMPX and Zone between March 25th and March or February 25th and March 25th, or when that screenshot was. I didn't know you couldn't transfer the CC. That makes sense though. What up, Deoshland? If I burnt Zen for Phoenix, do I automatically get airdropped XN when X1 is launched, or do I have to participate through the auction? No, any burning that you do, you get XN on the other side. That's why it's a kind of it's one of the craziest bridges. Like Zen is one of the craziest bridges because you just burn it, and then the blockchain gets like relayed the information through a smart contract. Because there's a contract that reads every single address every time you burn. You can actually see it on here. If you do XenPub, you can do a burn tracker. So I'm not gonna do my wallet, but I'll do one of these one. Hey, maybe this is your wallet. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm looking at wallets, when I'm burning for DBZen, I'll bring the address over to this burn track thing to see if I can identify how this person's moving. But yeah, this person's burning a lot. Look at this, 41,000. This is a top burner in DBZen, so they burn on all the other networks. But yeah, you can use this here. I'll drop it in the chat so you guys can check it out. You can use this though to check your burn records. And what happens is the smart contract, after you do a burn, it pings X1's node. Well, I don't know how that part works. I don't know if it's like all the time. But yeah, basically it pings over there, and then as soon as you do the burn, you see the coins here on that's actually a really good question. I don't know if it's every day or if it's on demand. I assume it'd probably be 24 hours for now. That would make more sense if it was a 24-hour burn where you burn Zen all day through all chains, and then the next day it just does a giant airdrop of block rewards to your wallet so that you can use XN on the other side. Man, that is so futuristic, bro. This has never been done before. And that's just on the Zen level. That's the Zen base layer. It's like a literal bridge to X1 chain. All those tokens. Every single one of these. Yeah, you gotta give, that's the one respect. People gotta give Zen layer a respect because it's a layer inside of X1 chain. Without the Zen layer, you don't get that seamless bridge to a better environment, right? If the Zen layer is not on Pulse chain, Pulse users can't have that seamless transaction of bridge. If the Zen layer is not on Matic users cannot have that same bridge experience. And others might want that experience, but for some reason, this is the world we got, right? We got these 12 chains. I don't know why the other ones didn't get picked. Ask Jack Levin, right? Ask Jack why he didn't put it on Arbitrum. That's a good, I mean, he's going to have so many questions that people are going to ask him. Living through it, though, I just see that OP or optimism and base are businesses. So, and Arbitrum is a trading platform for Uniswap. So, yeah, it doesn't really make sense to do Arbitrum. But I can see the questions. Let's look at the prices right now in Zen World. We got OP Zen coming in at number 2. AZen, number 3. Binance. I was doing some Binance stuff yesterday with the one Gwei. Actually, yeah, that was kind of crazy. It's so crazy how you can do one Gwei on Binance. Did y'all know that? Pulse chain coming in at number 4. Shout out to all the Pulsicans. Phantom still down here hanging out. It can't pull up for no reason. I don't know. There needs to be a Phantom champion. Somebody needs to champion Phantom. This is looking great though. Still above my buy, bro. I bought right here. Yo, Meme Master. I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick Phantom because it has the most supply. That's why I started to talk about Phantom. I was like, oh, this has the most supply. This is going to be the easiest coin to get right now. And if everybody follows, it's going to start pumping because there's so much of it that it's going to be like, oh, I could just buy like 100 billion of these. But yeah, you see Phantom 840. So now the thing about Phantom though is you see they're about to have a weird case study because now Phantom's going up in price and gas is going up on Phantom. Right? Phantom gas is going up, price is going up. Zen over there about to get expensive. So it's all on the decks right now. Oh shit, this shit just updated and went straight to 230. Yo, how much is it to go in on Phantom right now? What the hell? That is insane. And this is why too, what Jack was saying was the smart contract for the burn between chains will basically use like an API to balance the gas. So that's why it's an advanced thing. Like whatever they're working on, we don't ask them enough questions about that burn. Everybody want to know when X1, but they don't even want to know how the hell to get there. That's just so depressing. I want to ride on the rocket ship. I don't care if it blow up. That's how crypto users think. I don't care if the rocket ship blows up. I just want to know when we get to ride it. Yo, on Phantom, all of the apexes are gone. There ain't no apexes left. I think Zenheads is the one that minted them all. He's the fucking GOAT. This is the only place I'm max minting. So my mints before were like 30 cents. What's AJ saying? Yeah, it's a win in the hyperstructure, a win-win. I think the data is kept on demand. For what? What are we keeping the data on? Hey, you know something that's crazy, Jay? I was thinking about when I was walking to the gym. I was like, yo, like on the blockchain, like we got to purge data. And that's kind of a funny thing. It's like funny how data becomes like a hard, tangible idea when you start building a blockchain. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, bro, like there's everything that's physical in the real world is like a storage data, like broke ass cars on the street and shit. It's like somebody needs to move this data out the fucking way. Like, man, that's another bonus of the computer, bro. You just delete that shit. Like in the real world, it's like, who the fuck gonna move this broke ass car? Wow, it's $1 now to max mint on Phantom. That's crazy. Yeah, this was like 30 cents. Let's see. Can I go to my... Let me see if I can get one of these. Hey, CB, what's your price prediction for Zen? Let's have fun with it. I mean, I've always said Zen's a top 5 coin in the 26s. By the time we get to 2026, everybody will see what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm sounding crazy right now because like I said, yeah, I feel bad for anyone that's in crypto right now. Like if you got in crypto in 2020, this is supposed to be your market. It's not, homie. Yours will be in 4 years. 4 years, like CZ. 4 years. You got 4 years. This isn't yours. This is yours to get wrecked. This is my market. Okay, I've been here since 2017. And like it comes in 8s for real. Like, cause this one, I understand every single thing that's happening. There hasn't been one thing that has surprised me. Like nothing has been a surprise. This is like I'm walking through a haunted horror house with real like you could die type vibe, and I'm just like brave as fuck. Just, you don't scare me. I see you. Get away from me. Oh, I know that tactic. It's like, oh, I know what's gonna happen next, and that's kind of why again I'm like, yo, there's no need to know what the price is gonna be. What you need to focus on is positioning yourself so that you can be part of the appreciation, because the price is only gonna go up. It can't go any other direction. See, even Phantom is a living a story that is inside of the Zen coin, right? So let's get deep with this idea here. So since Phantom has all of the Zen minted now, because now people might not mint their Zen. They might be like, hey, I was getting it for 10 cents. I ain't spending $1. I'll just hold my shit. Right? I'll stake it and hold it. So now there's not going to be more liquid showing up because it's all going to go to staked. So this is your opportunity to get that Zen off the market before someone else comes and takes it because they see that, oh, Zen's on Phantom and Phantom's going to be worth like $10 a coin. So I'm going to grab some Zen and some Phantom. And like I said, they can get a bunch because it's not hard to get 100 billion, right? It's not, it was it. That's 1 trillion. So to get $1 trillion is $300, dude. Like, it's not hard. And then once everyone starts buying these coins, they're all going to fly. I was already talking about this with Zen. I was like, every single Zen coin is going to fly because no one's paying attention to the hard fact, which is the supply is already out here. Like, people went ham already and minted out a shit ton of Zen on the side chains. The only one they didn't do it on was Avalanche, because Avalanche had an issue with block. Also, Avalanche had 2 months of gridlock and no Zen was made, pretty much. That's one of my favorite things to look at. Avalanche is actually a sleeper. People are sleeping on this one now. I hate it. I hate the chain, but I love this coin. Relationships. Your brain is a data center. Maybe. Ain't it kind of crazy? Your body makes bones and then you leave your bones behind. Your bones are data. Make sure your bones are safe. But don't die, blat. Yes, look at Avalanche real quick. So this is what I mean. Like, Avalanche had a really big run up. Now what happened right here was a lot of people rushed into Avalanche because we saw how cool it was going to be, and everybody did like 100-day mints because we all thought we had the game figured out. So we all did that shit. Some people went long, right? I was like, oh, I'm gonna go long on Avalanche. I should have just did short mints and sold it down, but I didn't know the game. So now I'm over here when most people got out over here, right? But I've been burning Avalanche this whole time. This is my biggest burn is on Avalanche. Like, what's crazy now is I'm looking at the miners over here, and the global rank is super small because there's not a lot of people playing the game. And then when you look over here too, right on this daily change of liquid supply, we're just gonna look at the liquid. So you see, we've been having dips, like horrible dips, where it's like less, right? So it's starting to be like people are actually burning too much, or people are not bringing enough XEN into existence, and it's already got no coins, right? So then we look over here at this, right? This is the daily, every day, like it's keeping track of how much XEN is coming out, and it was a significant dump on the amount of XEN's supply on March 3rd or 11th. It's like a month ago, or a little, in the beginning, a little bit over a week ago or so. But what we'll see here is the staked went up. So somebody came in and actually said, fuck it, I'm just going to stake all my Avalanche. And so far we haven't recovered in that stake because there's not enough Avalanche kind of coming out. So each Zen is actually like a case study on like what potentially could happen in 29 for Zen itself. All of these ones will just do it really fast. And again, because they're so easy to make, people will burn it for X1. The coin will be demolished. Like, supply will be demolished. I've been talking about that. I've been saying everything's going to get gridlock. And that's when Zen really works on these side chains, because now it's it's an application for this blockchain, because we have X1 chain. So it's like, oh, you should use the Zen application on Ethereum to burn for X1. Just go buy the coin, and when this opens, right? Because there's going to be a portal that opens, a burn portal, where you just burn your Zen. So people could just go buy Zen off the DEX and then burn it and not have to have any middleman idea. It's just a full-blown application, right? There's no culture that needs to be built. It's just, I need to get the X1 chain. How do I do it? Oh, I'm on Avalanche. Oh, I just buy some XEN and burn it. Thank God that people made this, right? So I'm really, really positive about the outcome of Zen. I think it's, again, unruggable. Fight me. Nomad asked, did I mint any CCC yet? I actually have not. I'm not minting it. There's just some, I'm just keeping it real when it comes to this experience. And that specific coin, I don't think is worth my gas. So that's where the realness comes in. It's like, would I spend gas on that? No. If I had got it for free in an airdrop, I'd hold it. But I'm working on my own project right now where it's not built off of other people providing value. It's using Zen as a metric to remove the middleman. So that's why I can't just mint something anymore. Maybe if it was on, maybe if they put my records on Solana and it was a free mint on Solana. There's all these different ways we could think about it to make it fair and make it less risk for the user so that we lower the barrier of expectation. Because I'm already expecting something once I spend gas on it. So now I got to look at it. Now I really got to look at it before I even spend gas on it. So I feel like the best meme, because it's just a meme, it's a vote meme. And it's a good idea that maybe turns serious if they have the passion and the will and the drive and they're going to build that out. Right. So for now, it's just an idea. It's a meme. It's something that's passion, But I don't want to bet on that. Gas is important right now. I need to get my Zen out. To be honest, I wouldn't have minted CCC if I would have saw the attitude towards Jack and Zen. Yeah, I'm also kind of conspiracy right now on that particular camp. I hear the same voice coming from 3 different accounts. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe y'all heard it too. Don't it sound like it's the same dude? I see one guy, and then that guy I hear on different accounts. But maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm fudding. But I'm also trying to see if anybody else feel the same way. On honesty, halo over my head. I'm still trying to debunk it. But again, I'm not trying to hate on them. I think they can do whatever they want. Because I also believe that people should promote how they feel. I've been watching Xenify. Not like a hog, but I definitely been watching it, trying to see what's next. And I think we're getting to a good place in Xenify because I noticed, you see here, they're getting ready to get to a restart zone. And again, Simrat just is waiting for ETH. He already said that shit to me in my stream. He said, well, if there's 30 ETH in the pool and ETH gets to $10,000, I was like, oh, shit, okay. Y'all just waiting for the ETH to moon, and then this will be brought up with it, which is fine. That's why there's nothing wrong with it. I just want more from my cryptos right now. I want some extra shit, I just don't want divs. That's all right. That's why I like DXN. DXN really makes me think about it. Am I really into this? Or am I just in it, And I think that's why it's going to be successful because it speaks to you as you're really in it, right? You're really in DBZ when you get in this shit. And I'm totally cool with this growth over here because again, this is good for Zen, right? I'm wrapping my XeNFTs now on Phantom, getting cool little NFTs. I can't do this on ETH because ain't no way I'm paying 3 gas fees to get my Zen back. Oh, hell nah. There ain't no way I'm going to pay extra money to get my Zen back. No sirree, Bob. But yeah, man, what else is there going on right now? Oops, Solana caught a dip. That's funny. Yeah, I think the lowest Bitcoin can go is back to 50K. But again, I'm not too sure what's going to happen here. Maybe we get... So again, it's just following where the static is. So the real static is going to be here at 59. Then there ain't no more static until right here. 51. And I think that is that right there makes me feel like that would be a rug pull, which they already did. It doesn't show on this chart. Thank God they don't have this on this chart, but this is the Bitstamp chart. That stupid wick all the way to $8,000 or whatever. That was so dumb. Anybody that was really in crypto was like, oh, this is dumb. They really did this. But yeah, I can see 52. You can even see the 72 is coming up above that. So if Bitcoin traded sideways until April, right, for the rest of the year, month, just trade sideways, that'd be fine for all the altcoins because it would give speculation. Man, Avalanche is getting beat up. Nobody cares about this coin. You see how Avalanche is taking a beating, but Solana is like catching a floor? Now, the thing about Solana is you're going to have two sides of the camp. Some people who are trying to buy gas for the low because Solana isn't made in mass. If you didn't know that. It's only made when people that are making the coins, like the block production people, when they bring the coin back to the community. So a lot of them are holding it. That's why it's actually, everything is going good for Solana. Nodes are hodling the coin. Buyers are buying the coin. It can't go any better than this. Look at this. Less than 1 billion circulating. Total supply right now with the miners. So yeah, they got like 100 million off the decks right now that are just in the mining pool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so, and again, it's just that people don't care that Solana is centralized. They're like, and I'm cool with that too. I'm actually like, yeah, let Bitcoin be the only decentralized thing. I mean, it's really hard to create decentralization. Like, I've been crypto for 8 years. Like, decentralization is some of the hardest shit to build. And it's going to take what XEN is building for decentralization to show up. There's actually things that Jack be saying where I'm like, yo, that's a good idea. There was one, let me see if I can bring it up real quick. There was one where I was like, wow, this is a good idea. We've got to investigate. Who's we? Yeah. Shout outs Rolando. It's a cool experiment, you know? And that's why if they build for it, it could be a good idea. I just feel like, me personally, if I had did that, and this is where I'm going to always have a funk with a designer in crypto, because I am a designer in crypto. I think everybody that watches the Crypto Bruh channel and that's a Xenian, you're actually like a designer. You might not even realize this shit right now, but you are a straight up designer. Like, high fashion. Or I mean, you could be basic too if you want, but really, you out here, bruh. You in the mix. You're not just making a mini mall brand. Like, you're making a business. You are out here. Okay. And that's kind of why, again, it's like when I read someone's dApp, since we're fair crypto, I should be able to see all sides of the pendulum and then find out where random is, right? Because random is what I'm looking for to feel something new. If there's no randomness or something that no one can, everything is predicted, it's like, oh, this shit is boring, right? Once it's like, oh, what the fuck can happen if this happens, then I'm intrigued. So again, all they're doing is voting. There ain't enough random in there. The random would have been making it an airdrop for everyone or a free claim for everyone and making it everybody so that you don't know what's going to happen, and making sure that you're not driving home that there's a specific amount of coins for a specific amount of user who specifically put in so much effort into the specifics. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that part is just like, hold on, like, now you're taking away the fun and the randomness. So I just don't vibe with that. Like, if I were to do what you were doing, I do everybody so that it's fucking random and it's about the passion of voting. And I don't care if there's the ability of offset votes, because it's about voting. So everyone should have a voice, but maybe I'm just thinking too hard about it. Maybe Crypto Bro's just thinking way too hard. But yeah, so I saw this today in the chat with Jack and I guess Tree City. Shout out to Tree City West. He asked, like, anyone know if a node is active but not voting? Does it get purged for not voting, or do they only get purged if inactive? Right. So purging, as in like you're gonna lose all your coins and you're gonna get kicked out of the network because you're inactive, like, And how does the system notice it? So then what Jack responded with was it will get purged after a whole and active to switch to no. So like, basically Jack is saying your node won't get, purged until like it switches to no, like you haven't been active at all. Like, and I don't know what that timeline is. But then he was like, it's something we plan on changing. We want to detect if you are online active, if you are read only and not purged. So what I got right here, I'm going to butcher that up a little bit. But basically, they want to keep people online even though they might not be producing blocks. So then this way, the decentralization can be what is the notion of forward movement? It's like, oh, instead of like a normal chain that would say, hey, bad nodes are clutter. In X1, we're trying to see how we can use maybe just the read only. Like maybe they don't have the hardware specs to be a full service node. So maybe we can flip it and now they can just rock read only and not get purged and still help the network be decentralized by providing that ledger. So I think that's like, it's little things like this, bro, that make me excited for X1 chain. Cause I know like Jack Levin is thinking with his network brain and he's honestly hidden all those notes when it comes to like, again, like I'm thinking of Zen as a small business, but he thinks of Zen as a big business. All right. I want Zen to be as big as how he's thinking right now. And yeah, X1 chain is Zen's product. It's a product of Zen. It's a layer. Zen is a layer in X1 chain. So yeah, I think he's really changing it up on all spectrums, man. Who chooses who? X1 is decentralized soul. It is, yo. That's why it's like, yo, I'm rooting for Solana because it proves that people really do care about the network. All right. And they care that if the network has communication, then they'll stick around. All right. And that's like the Verizon AT&T thing where your network goes down and then they tweet you or they send you a message like, hey, your network's down and we know about it. You feel better. So there's that bridge of emotion. That's that quantum gravity. That bridge of emotion keeps Solana in the top 5 because Cardano doesn't offer that. XRP doesn't offer that. And they don't want to ride or die for that. And that's, again, why Avalanche isn't in the conversation with Solana. It's only in the conversation if you're shilling the next thing. It's like, what else do we shill after Solana? I guess Avalanche. You never want to be the I guess. And I'm pretty sure when X1 reaches here, it won't be an I guess X1. It'll be like a, wow, that's different. Just like how it's like, wow, Solana's different. It can turn off and people stay around. BNB is different. Wow, CZ's getting locked up and they still sticking around. The rest of the stories are pretty whack. Polkadot's whack. Chainlink's whack. You guys know this shit. Aptos whack. That's a sandals crew, though. They like wearing sandals in the boardroom. Wow, Stacks changed their logo to orange. Should have kept it purple. Dog with a hat at number 55. Yeah, man. Shit's looking good, though. Yeah, see, the Bitcoin thing is just so funny because ordinals is hitting hard right now. And ordinals is weird to me. Like, I'm kind of giving up on ordinals. I won't even lie. I'm just holding what I have. I ain't chasing shit no more. There's too many camps. This feels like it's going to take years for them to figure all this shit out. Like what's so crazy about the ordinal space is I've never seen people try to take market share as much as Bitcoin people. Like, I've seen way better rollouts than the ordinals and Bitcoins. Like, there's so many emotions in this motherfucker that I'm like, yo, I'm just going to keep my bitmaps, my VMPX, and wait for my X1 chain. Because everybody's trying to grab a camp. And this feels like when in NFTs in 21 when like after the Bored Apes made sense, after the Cool Cats made sense. What else? Who else is out there? After the Dead Friends or Dead Fellas. Was it Dead Fellas or Dead Friends? I think it's Dead Fellas. After the Pudgy Penguins. Yeah, Dead Fellas. How much is a dead fella? 0.8 ETH? That's not that bad, right? No, that is kind of bad. That's still like in the hundreds of dollars. That's still in the hundreds of dollars. Yeah, $295. Expensive. But yeah, so this is what I mean. Like when I was watching the NFTs blow up in 21, it felt like what is happening in ordinals, and that shit was not good. It was not good for business. It separated everybody. And now look at them. Now look at Ethereum NFTs in shambles. Motherfucking shambles. Whole bunch of gangs, but not enough people paying, doing anything. So I'm just gonna watch Bitcoin play out. Yeah, the runes airdrop, this runestone thing put a lot in perspective for me. So from the guy who didn't get the airdrop, this is something that I saw. I saw that I had 2 ordinals and didn't get an airdrop because I didn't have 3 ordinals. And this kind of is like the CCC thing, where it's when you're doing it, you're a designer. You should design it as fair as possible to get 0. It's like it's part of the design process. It's like, all right, now how fair is this? Right? So someone made a decision saying that shit is fair. And now they got to think of everything that comes after the people who say it's not fair. That should be part of your design process in making a cryptocurrency. How are people going to say this is not fair? Right? You're doing the case study and you're saying subject A is going to act like this. Subject B is going to act like this. So I'm looking and waiting to see what happens next. But I get it. They're getting their slice of the pie. They're getting their island. They're bringing in a lot of people. There's capital flowing into Bitcoin. Thank God Bitcoin is seeing a discount right now. So I think the runestones will do really well. But that's it. It was like, yo, that's all that I can say. Like, these things are ganged up now, and I hope to see it do well, because it would be cool to see it go through some pain and then come out of it. Because now that I see people love the joy, I got to see the pain, so I know it's real. That's just how it goes. You can't have joy without pain. You can't have pain without joy. So we'll see where this is headed. But like I said, the case study is back onto the ETH idea that Ethereum did the same rollout with airdrop NFTs and splitting market share among, because market share won't move if everyone's in the node monkeys. They're not going to move the runestones, but they will if there's an airdrop. You see, that's what I'm saying. It's not for me, and I'm fine with it. Fuck it. I only had 2. I was 1 away. But now I've got the ultimate FUD, because I'm like, hold the fuck up. Like, how was I 1 away and I didn't get one of these runestones? I get every airdrop. Like, I've spent so much money on Bitcoin for me not to get a runes. Like, what the fuck? But now I'm like, all right, whatever. I get it. It's the camps. Right, and I still like quantum cats over everyone. So I think Eric Wall and Udi have more experience, and they are moving so simple. They're not jumping through no loops. It's like, yo, this is where it's at. Is the quantum cats. There's nothing, and there's a little bit of them. They're doing everything right over here. And not to say the runes won't, but I've seen that now we have people coming out with other projects based on runes. This one right here, the prophecy. And you see, so this is all part of this is a case study, guys. This is something you should be researching. But like, so because it's so live right now, you can really see it happening. What you do is you drop the airdrop to people. You spin up a second collection. You tell people to sell that. It's basically like you hope those people sell that airdrop and buy this second collection, and then make some money off of this, go back and buy their airdrop, and now they're comfortable. They got both sides. So it's fine. Like, I get it. It's all part of the strategy. It's the rollout. How to get a crypto off the ground.com. With a lot of people behind it, obviously. That whole little gang, like the Leonardo gang. Because I saw them super salty about the quantum cats and these Bitcoin puppets. These Bitcoin puppets piss a lot of people off. I think a lot of people saw pain on this. They faded these and then they went off and they're like, oh my goodness. How can this do it? We got to do something better. And then those pizza ones that dude Tyler dropped. Yeah, so you see Bitcoin frogs are falling back because they're OG. Who else is here? These pizza ninjas. Jesus. Don't join a gang. See it for what it is. If it's not Zen, don't join the gang. That's such a oxymoron. But yeah, so it's like, why isn't this going up? Or why isn't this seeing any activity in the last 24 hours? Right? Why in the month is it down? Because this is the derivative issue where you start to bridge people away from like the overall goal. And now you've got this side pool of hopium. That's what people thought Zen was. People thought Zen was literally a side pool of hopium. But it's nothing like any of these. That's kind of how when I'm looking at things now, I'm like, are people thinking that this is just a side chain? Like, is that how this culture is being built? Are they building a side chain belief here? And then I see like the quantum cats. One of the reasons why, again, I'm gonna go back to quantum cats is because it's actually kind of intelligent the way that they're doing this. They programmed this one using an operation code in Bitcoin. Operation codes in Bitcoin were there in the beginning, but Satoshi thought that it needed to just be like a torrent system where it's just P2P, because the simplicity would help people understand it. And if they could load photos on the network, that would take away from like the impact that it could have on the planet. Right? So operation codes are going to be a thing that people can bet on, because that's what the next phase of layer 2 is. Do I want to get into a layer 2 that's building apps, or do I want to get into a layer 2 that's vaulting Bitcoin? Right? And that's going to be the difference between the $1 billion layer 2 Bitcoins and the $100 million layer 2 Bitcoins. Right? Anyone who's building something that's like going to be using an operational code in the Bitcoin world, I think is going to be doing it right. And that's what I mean. The runes and all those dudes, they're going to do well too, because they made BRC20. So they're like, yo, we got something. You know, that's what I'm saying. They were all friends in the beginning. I don't know what the fuck happened. I wish I could see the ding ding. Like, what happened? It must be money, man. Money must have gotten in between everybody. Yeah, you're right. First principles of crypto all the way. Man, first principle of crypto, it deletes all the drama. It's like, if you want to really focus on your technology, it should be FOP or like first principles, because then you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to explain your story. You just go, yeah, man, this shit is fair. And I looked at how to make it the most fair where I'm playing the game with you. That's it. Wow, so simple, you know? Not like how I'm going to do this and do that. That's like how I was able to think of Tears. And that's why I know when Tears is released, it's going to be a banger, even though I'm talking about it right now. Like, it's going to be a banger because I'm tying it to something tangible. I'm making sure it's fair. Now, the only unfair part is I don't want to include coin tools because I need to get someone to impress me to do that. There's the middleman. And I feel like it'd be funny to see two coins come out, one that's NFT only and then the other one that has the coin tools, and kind of see where the life goes between the two. Something I'm just fascinated on as well, or more fascinations. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what happened in Bitcoin. Like, why did they do this? 3? They could have did 1. That's also a crazy part too. It's like, damn, you could even made it fair to where it was just 1 ping. If you had 1 ping to inscriptions, because I mean, everybody helped inscriptions come up. I'm just venting right now, but yeah, everybody helped inscriptions come up. Anybody who inscribed on a Satoshi, you're a fucking winner. So if you didn't get the rune stone, it's all good. right? If you didn't chance three ordinals and didn't get the runestone, it's all good. There's probably something else out there for you, but you're observing this on purpose. Like there's a reason you had to be the observer, like myself, where instead of partying and celebrating, you got to understand, well, why didn't I get this? What happened here? How did I end up this way? Let me look at where I can get in now. And why would it get to a price for me to get a better price is where I'm at with it as well. So like, yeah, if runestones are way up here, and I've heard it, this is just off the mind. This is pumping because of airdrops potential to the stones. I would love a better narrative. So I'm gonna wait a little bit longer, and I might jump into this in the future, because again, I see that it's a camp. It's gonna be built out. There's gonna be runes, lovers, right? I think this one's gonna be a hit compared to the one that they had before, right? This is number 2. This risk meta protocol was the first attempt by this camp, so that's why I'm like, yo, they are really trying. They really believe in Bitcoin. They got 2 now. Actually, they got 2 and the ordinals, or like the very beginning of ordinals. So this why this camp is really good. This Leonardo, Trevor, this camp, like I think they're gonna do something, but they're rogue. They're the rogue ones. They're not the ones that have been helping the Bitcoin Lightning Network, which was kind of the narrative up until ordinals, and that's like Eric Wall and Udi. They were working in Lightning, so that's why they have a little bit more clean, like they're a little bit cleaner in their approach, because this isn't their first rodeo. But yeah, it's cool it's fun to watch and see, where it's gonna go next, because I have no clue. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't fuck with ordinals anymore, but I still have some art pieces. I'm laser focused on the Zen ecosystem. Yeah, I mean, I just rather hold my Bitcoin. I don't want my Bitcoin to get away from me. And then I'm grateful to have the maps. And I see that there's I was telling Tree City West on X, I think this airdrop was supposed to happen. Right? When you ordinals is a fair launch of Bitcoin block space. Everybody has an opportunity to get some Bitcoin block space. You can spin up a whole, like I said, if the game in memes is to move into cartoons and anime and comic, then there's an opportunity to meme hard on Bitcoin. Now, of course, it's going to be hard because it's expensive, but there is an opportunity to meme on Bitcoin. Right. And then the hardest thing I think is going to be finding a way for you to get away from the status quo. And that's again why I like bitmaps. There's nobody that can stop it, and then there's no one that owns it. There's somebody who came up with the theory, but they don't have any, like they can't come on to Twitter and be like, I'm selling all my bitmaps, it's over. Right? They can't say, hey, I'm moving bitmaps to XYZ, it's over for bitmaps on Bitcoin, right? Because a lot of people mine these based on the theory and the ideology more than they did the person who thought of the idea. So I think that bitmaps still has a good build. It just needs a really intelligent person that's down. Like I'm working on Zen, I'm sorry. But like if I was like not on Zen, I'd probably be on bitmaps. Like every day. Because this one's too easy. And it helps Bitcoin. Like if you're pro Bitcoin, you should like bitmaps because they're gonna help feed fees. If there's a competition every 10 minutes for a bitmap, and some people are spending Satoshis and scribing them for no fucking reason, that's actually creating like locked away Bitcoins. So it's good for the network for bitmaps to be made. It's like healthy for price. Like you want to see $1 million Bitcoin, maybe you want to go help the network and make some bitmaps. Because that's going to help Bitcoin get to $1 million per coin. And you got the maps. My X is broken, bro. We need to find another form of contact. Damn, for real? Yeah, we got to do that because I suck on Telegram. Zion says base Centurions right now costing over $100. Sheesh. Well, that's because the memes are moving over. Yeah, look at the gas over there. Phantom gas is high too right now. I was saying this yesterday though. Dude, how am I? It's because I don't focus on being a streamer. I don't really think I'm a streamer. I'm just like an educator. Or I'm just a dude chilling on the YouTube. So nobody really is paying attention besides the homies, you know? And that's why this is a homie chat. And I'm trying to tell y'all, I got this shit fucking figured out. I was like, yo, I know base is next. Because it's how it moves. But the problem is people don't understand that Solana has a community. They think they can leave Solana and go to base. No. You should have been building a base in base 2 weeks ago, knowing that people would go from Solana to base. Right? Like if you're just getting the base, you're fucked. You should have been in base 2 days ago. Right? Yesterday I was clowning because I was saying, look at this, like the top volume, everything was blue. Now look at we got a green thing up here, a dark thing up here. We got the we're so back up here. But yo, literally yesterday everything was blue because that's how they start the memes. They don't know how to start the meme. The meme is base is blue. This shit is too easy. But I don't have time for this, man. I'm trying to save the world right now. Hey, buddy. Guri USDT. Ah, you already fucking up. Why crypto? You don't ever price anything in USDT. It's Guri network backed by Solana. Yeah, we'll look at your shitcoin real quick. Let's talk some shit. Bringing a shitcoin to the Crypto Bruh channel can either go two ways. Either we're gonna shit on this or we're gonna love this. So I do see that this has been around for 1 year and 3 months. Wow. But they just started a soul pool 3 months ago. That's a flag. That's a flag, my G. Flag. All right. In a fair launched crypto world, we only fuck with the native coin pool. Because, again, we only trade shit coins to get more native. USDC is the feds. Let's look at it. Burn that into your crypto world. All right, something's looking like it's cooking over here. It's just because it's meme season. But there's another flag that I don't really like about this one. I don't like that it doesn't have a banner. I don't like that it does not have a banner. Crypto powered creator by Chin Gray. I feel you though, White Crypto. You trying. You trying. We want to see charts when it's like this, though. Here, we'll throw an RSI on it. Let's see if you're giving it to us when it's oversold. Nah, above the 40. Yeah, you see. Also, we got a 40 rule here. We like seeing coins under the 40 on the RSI, right? That's why I was saying, yeah, you should probably shield. This was the shield back in September. But now this is a believer. And the problem with memes is I'm not going to believe in this. I don't care about 40 million app downloads. I'm following a fucking coin where the guy worked for Google and created Gmail. And now he's wearing sandals in the crypto office. You should look at this coin. You should look at Zen. Zen is where it's at. That's why I was like, it's so hard to look at other coins. If I'm looking at a shit coin, it needs to be big. It needs to have all the liquidity of the whole network. So I'm loving that this is coming back to life again. So this is actually pretty huge. This BOEM, this book of memes coin, was pushed by that dude, Crypto Nick or whatever, that stupid looking dude that's in crypto right now. And like you see how this isn't getting 100K liquidity. It's like more proof that Slurf has like something else is behind that providing liquidity. And there's a reason why that vehicle is not doing it over here. Even though this one's here. I never really trusted that Crypto Nick guy though. I don't think he's a good person to follow. Or like that gang, whatever that gang is, I wouldn't follow that gang. Yeah, nah. See, that gang can't even get 100 million in they shitcoin. Proof of great AI. Should we try to find a shitcoin? I think liquidity is very important to shitcoins right now. Liquidity. All right, this one got a lot of less coins. No, I'm not gonna get into it. Want to save the world? Start by saving me, like in Titanic. I gotta save the ocean. Damn, this is on the flow. How old is this? 5 days old. It's got 2 million in liquidity. All right, let's see here. They don't have no banner, but they do have a website. Pogel. Proof of great AI. Damn, this shit sucks. Man, this shit sucks. Man, this is so bad. The chart looks like it's ready to meme it out, though. Damn, bought it. There ain't no way. Hong Kong. Okay. Yeah. Nah, this is super bought it. But this got crazy liquidity. So this is another thing too. Like, this is why, again, in the beginning of the stream, I was saying that going and playing with memes right now is like doing push-ups in the crypto world, because you have to learn all the parameters so that you can surf, right? It's like you got to catch your balance before you can really jump into something. So like, this looks like a really good chart, and it's been 5 days. It's already pumped. It's at the bottom. The community obviously is Chinese. They are fabricating everything. This might be a good idea. But you got to go that next step. You know, you got to go a little bit further than what I'm doing right now, so that you can make a decision if that's what you want to do, right? Because this could definitely just, you know, it looks like all the selling has already happened. It's back to zero. And this is where people are going to start looking for memes again. Like, every time a meme hits zero, money flows in, because it's just like, that's how it works. I don't know why this is crypto, but that's just how it works. Memes go to zero, people flood in, memes go up, people dump, and so on and so on. And then there's a couple that will actually be like a dog with a hat. You feel me? They'll actually be Slurf. You feel me? Like that, you'll see those, but not everything will be like that. So be careful. Have you seen that shitcoin Xen? Fed leaving interest rates the same. Fuck yes, recession amplified. Damn, so that's what happened. I know that's why the pullback was going down. Oh yeah, the live Fed meeting. Here's what changed. Benchmarks overnight, range, blah, blah, blah. I don't really give a fuck about any of this shit. Here we go. The Fed, the grid is part of the Fed's summary of economic projects, which provides an estimate gross of domestic projects. I'm just kidding. I don't know what this is saying, but hey, I'm glad that you understand it, Dank. Me, I'm a crypto head. All I know is that inflation is good for my space. Might be bad for the other space, but for my space, it's actually pretty good. And yeah, we're gonna wrap up the stream, but watch out for Xen. Again, I've already had my prediction is over here. We should be here, 5 zeros and a 25 by September of this year. So I'm chilling. I don't care about anything happening here. I'm trying to buy the lowest, because again, my real price date is way the fuck over here, because that's when Xen will be real. Right, I want to see the realest Xen right here. So I'm minting for that day. Might be a good time to run some 200-day mints. Everything is in. Save me from drowning. Hey, I'm gonna message you, Dioslan, on Telegram, and I'll try to stay up with it. I got you, bro. I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you. No. Hey, man. Peace out, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. Here's some loud music on my way out.